The school to me, it means family. I really connected with my peers and my teachers like never before. At first, I didn't really like the school because it was such a small school. I didn't think I could get much of an education out of it. But I really learned my ancestry and more about myself in general.
I think it's in starting from who the students are and where they're at, right? Like, what do they see when they step outside? Who are they? What language do they speak at home? Who are their parents? Where do they come from? Do they know that? Why don't they know that, right? And I think starting from the center of the place where we're at and who the students are, these things become easier to understand.
And I think it's really important that if we're going to have academic rigor and to try to really challenge students, it's part of our responsibility to make it engaging, and part of that is mirroring it and having them aspire to be just like their ancestors who built pyramids, who aligned it with the constellation of the stars. And that's math, that's science, right? But not perceived as high value in this society where you're becoming a sprocket in somebody's machine, right? Their ancestors learned how to navigate the oceans without a compass. That's math, that's science, right? So I think just kind of reminding them that all of these academic standards for them to perform well in a college institution is great, but also look what your ancestors did. That way you don't see yourself I'm not a mathematician, I'm not a scientist. Actually, yeah, you are. Look at your lineage, right? So that's actually very important.
You get more time to connect with the teachers, and there's less students, so you connect, everybody connects more and faster.
I love how the teachers care about the students. I love that there's nutritious food, healthier alternatives. I love that it's a safe space. I think that's probably my favorite part, especially with everything going on out here in East Oakland and in Oakland, and it's safe. And I think for parents, I don't know, if I was a parent, and if safety was top priority at a school for my kid, oh my gosh, I'd be more interested. I would definitely invest more in it. But it's a place of safety and love, and there's values, there's core values, and it's heart-led, student-led.
The traveling to Lake Chabot. We went to I can't remember. We went to Netflix.
Oh wow.
We went to Pixar. And that's not something a usual school would send us off to. We've done camping.
That being a school that moves around might really speak to students that don't want to sit for 7 hours a day. So 5 days a week we travel, but that could also, believe it or not, become monotonous. Mondays we're at a gym. First semester we were at a dojo. Tuesdays we're at a farm. Wednesdays we're at a wellness center. Thursdays we're at a space and science center. And during first semester on Fridays we were on a college campus. This semester, Fridays, what we call flex time, we try to cruise around to see different parts of our city and the Bay Area. So for Indigenous Peoples Day, we were at Alcatraz. When kids were talking about they love animation, we're like, what if they don't get a touristy tour, but they get a behind the scenes tour of Pixar, and they could learn what does it take to be an animator. And then when many students were really caught up in the Netflix world, what if we actually take them to Netflix? They meet execs and they learn what's happening behind the scenes.
Oakland is many things, and so what we want to do is to really allow our young people to see that there are other ways, and that there are opportunities, and that there are people who are doing real work, and that they can too, and that they can be a part of those positive interactions, that positive work that's happening, and that they too can have a legacy, and that they too can, one day talk about, these were my struggles, and this is how I was able to be a part of change. And so we are not saviors, we are not here to save the world, but if there's if there's a small seed that we can plant and watch it grow and and go into harvest, to that point, like that's what I'm looking forward to.
Have perseverance, always have perseverance. Don't be a follower, be a leader. You feel me? And I think to continue to push the way y'all going. You feel me? I see what y'all doing. You gotta keep doing that. 30 years from now, 40, I should be up here.